Research Culture Society is a government-registered scientific research organization. Society is working for research community at the national and international level to impart quality and non-profitable services. Our members are scholarly educationists from various universities and institutes of repute. Here the faculties, research scholars and students interested in the area of research are given guidance and support in how their work can contribute to the betterment of our present and future generations. Research Culture Society is conducting conferences, seminars, symposiums, workshops, training and development programs on different themes. Society has organized nearly around 40 conferences, seminars, symposiums successfully at national and international level in association with different educational institutions and published selected research papers as journal special issues and book proceedings. Society is running international level referred, peer-reviewed journals with ISSN and books publication with ISBN. Educational institutions, colleges, universities are being welcomed for Memorandum of Understanding and collaboration to organize events. Society is promoting and sponsoring educational events as well as publishing research work in collaboration. Society also offers membership. The journals associated with Research Culture Society referred, indexed and with high impact factor. Society journals are publishing research papers, articles in all fields and subjects related to sciences, health sciences, engineering, agriculture, pharmacy, commerce, management, social sciences, arts, humanities, education, law and life skills. Research Culture Society also publishes book in both print and online with ISBN. It will also be a co-sponsor for organizing conferences and seminars. Research Culture Society also provides print and online book publications with ISBN. Society invites book publication in all study subjects and categories, thesis converted into book and conference proceedings publication also available. We arrange special lectures on soft skills, communication skills, personality development, behavior improvement, human resource development, career development, general knowledge improvement, environmental issues and improvement etc. in different institutions, colleges, universities and schools. We organize excellence and achievement awards in different categories, RCS awards, SRA awards. We do evaluation and accreditation of educational institutions with grade system. We arrange competitions on research in science and technology, general and technical knowledge in colleges and schools. For further inquiries and details, visit our webpage www.researchculturesociety.org. Thank you all.
We're looking at the actual data and work and how to do it and what are the things that we'll have to consider while working on various forms of media. So today's session is about the advertisements. Okay. The title is Pay Attention. Okay. So let's move. The first thing, our note. Oh, it went. So if you look at different types of advertisements, okay, we are actually surrounded by advertisements. If you see this kind of advertisements is a kind of visual metaphor. Such advertisements are used in magazines primarily or newspapers. Then we have advertisements like this, which we normally see in newspapers. Okay. And this is also a type of advertisement, though there is very little creativity involved, but it does the work of the advertisement only. Then we are surrounded by advertisements on online platform. These are the examples of advertisements in the internet. Okay. Similarly, if we are in the city, we can see a lot of hoardings all around us. So hoardings are also the forms of the advertisements, and they are used at a very specific space, they are large in size, okay, so that it can attract the say attention of the people who are going from that area. And they are strategically put in certain areas so that you can directly connect the advertisement with certain product or service. Similarly, if we go to watch movies in theaters, theaters also offer us certain types of advertisements. Okay, so even before the movie begins, there will be advertisements. Then, if there is an interval, then in the interval also there will be advertisements. And even in the movie, when movie is going on, okay, certain products are so strategically placed in the movie itself, okay, which is a kind of indirect advertisement. Okay, so basically now we are surrounded by advertisements. It comes to our house in the form of newspaper, in the form of pamphlets, in the form of magazines. It comes in our mobile in various forms of SMSs or in Instagram and Facebook and all these different social media websites. Okay, so we basically look at the advertisement like there was a research which says that an average American um, spends almost like more than 3 years uh, in watching the advertisements of his lifetime. Okay, so that takes so much of our time, and that was just about the TV advertisements. Now we have so many other types of advertisements also. So how does it work, and how does it affect, and how are we going to look at them? And that will be our issue today. So the first is, what is advertising? Okay. So the term that is advertising derives from the medieval Latin verb advertere, which means to direct one's attention to. Okay. So like when we say pay attention here, okay, which is equivalent of advertere. So what does it do? Advertising is a type of public announcement. Okay. It is for the general public. It is not for you. It is for everybody, but it is created in a way that every reader, every spectator thinks that it is made for me, it is tailored for me. The advertisements talk about certain products or services. Okay, fine. The advertisements are always targeted. All the products, they predefine their audience, that who will be my targeted audience, and they develop the advertisement that way. So advertisement is always a targeted communication. Okay, that there is a specific advertisement, like there are advertisements of chocolates which are targeted towards the teenagers and the children, or there are advertisements of say life insurance which are targeted towards the middle aged people. Okay, so depending on their target audience, they will use certain signs which appeal to them. And advertisements are created in a way that they are kind of calculated communication which gives them desired effects. So even before they create the advertisement, they do market survey, and they find out that which is our audience and what kind of impact we need to create, and what uh, particular characteristics of our product will have to highlight. Okay, so this is purely calculated and most what we call planned type of communication, because there is a requirement of effect. If there is no effect of advertisement, then probably people won't say spend crores of rupees in marketing their products. What's happening here? Advertisers weapons are our weakness, our as a public's weakness. Okay, for example, fear. Okay, so if you look at the political speeches, okay, they are also type of advertisements. Okay, so politicians will say that if the other party will win, China will attack us or Pakistan will attack us. So they create the fear. Similarly, in advertisements, they talk about different types of diseases, they talk about different types of problems, okay, and they create a idea of fear in the mind of the spectator, and they expect and they convey the message that if you use our product, you will be free from this fear. Similarly, ambition, okay, that I will do this, okay, or with our products you will become like this, okay, like there are advertisements of these perfumes, okay, which talks about the ambition that if you use our product you will get this, okay. Similarly, that happens in many other cases. This is the advertisement of life insurance policy. If you die today, so they are creating the fear in your mind that what will happen to my family, okay. So that is the first line in the biggest letters, so that will be the first thing that will attract the audience. Then they also talk about illness, like, yeah, you have here type 2 diabetes, then they talk about cancer, they talk about high blood pressure, illness, pride, okay. Pride is also one of the important part of advertisements, like uh, there are, they say that um, हम रेड एंड वाइट पीने वालों की बात ही कुछ और है, so that is a pride. Or there is the advertisement of this Manik Chand, okay, that ऊंचे लोग ऊंची पसंद, so that is the advertisement about the pride, okay. Selfishness, okay, that it tries to make you selfish, okay, like we say जी ललचाए रहा न जाए, okay. Or there are these Pringles advertisement where they say that if you buy these products, if you eat these products, you want to share with anybody else, then you talk about desire, okay, directly or indirectly, or you talk about ignorance. All these things are so well incorporated in advertisements that while looking at it, we don't realize that they are attacking this particular fear or this particular ambition of the viewer, okay. But at unconscious level, those things are triggered, those things will remain in your memory, in the back of your mind, and that is the effect of the advertisement, that is the effect which will lead you to buy the product, okay. So these are all different types of advertisements available. I have used all these from different magazines, okay. So different forms of advertisement, how many forms are there? So magazine and newspaper advertisement, which are normally called the printed advertisements, okay, which is a combination of text and picture. There will be some pictures, some text, the logo of the product, some tagline of the product, and then there will be some information about the product or contact details. So here the advertisement is connected with the subject matter of the magazine or newspaper. For example, there is a magazine called Grey Shobha. So you will find more advertisement related with women in that particular magazine. Or there is a magazine like Filmfare. So you'll find more advertisements related with the clothes, perfumes, and fashion statements. Okay, because it is directly connected with the readers of those magazines, okay. So they have a particular identification that this magazine is for this kind of people, so we will give our advertisement here. Here we will have to understand that how we read the advertisement on a page, okay, and what kind of process is taking place. For example, if you remember this advertisement, शादी उत्सव या त्योहार लिज्जत पापड़ हो हर बार. Now this used to come in magazines like Chitralekha, and then Grishoba, it was there, okay. So they are basically directly attacking or directly targeting the female class, okay. And that's why they have used a famous artist from soap operas. She was very famous at the time as a Prerna Basu or Prerna Bajaj, okay. So her character is identified by the people. She was an important heroine, okay, in this series. and that is why her character will affect. Plus you can see she is wearing red shari, okay, which is uh, a kind of signifier of tradition. Okay, then she is wearing all these embellishment. Okay, there is necklace, earrings, and something here. So she is shown as a housewife who takes care of her house, and there is a picture on top about these papads. Okay, and in the background you can see the green color. The green color normally signifies the freshness, okay, which implies that the product, though it is a packed product, packaged product, it will be fresh product. Okay, and people will enjoy eating it. Okay, and they also say consistent quality since last 50 years. So that implies the importance of the quality. Okay, that they are in the market for last 50 years and they have survived on the basis of their quality. Okay, similarly other types of advertisements is hoardings, like pictures are more important in hoardings. Okay, so it has to be big, it has to be catchy. Okay, so visibility is very important, and locality, in which locality you are putting that hoarding is very important. So most of the time the products prefer to select the area which is considered a higher class area and there is a lot of traffic. Okay, so that there will be maximum visibility of the hoarding. Then we have TV advertisements where you have visuals. Okay, you can see the characters playing, there will be a narrative, there will be jingle. Okay, people sing certain things, there will be music, there will be text, there will be commentary. Okay, and these advertisements are put according to the TRP of the programs. If certain program has a larger TRP, then certain types of advertisements will come there more. Plus the timing of the shows are also important. Like in prime time you will get more advertisements related with the household products, which the advertisements is seen by all the family members. You will find more advertisements about chocolates and cold drinks and all. It late night programs, okay, you will find more advertisement related with the condoms or inner clothes and all. Okay, or even the different types of perfumes who talk about the sexuality. So the timing of the advertisement, that in which program at what time advertisement comes and how it is created, both are interrelated. Then we have online advertisements. Now online advertisements are tailored for our needs. For example, if I'm writing papers, then I will get uh, the prompt of say Grammarly or how to improve my English. Okay, so these, especially these kind of advertisements in the internet, they are most tailored advertisement. They collect your online data and they give you the advertisement based on that data. So what activities you are doing online will directly attract certain types of advertisements. Okay, and what searches you are making, that will also affect your advertisements. Type is indirect advertisements. That is, you don't see it as an advertisement. It is called product placement, that a film is going on and in the film there will be a product. Okay, so while watching the movie, hero is using that product. Okay, so you feel that, oh, the product is associated with the positive character. Okay, so you take the product positively. Okay, so the characters in movies programs use some products. Was old version of Big Boss, the same actress. Okay, you can see the difference here, that she's holding a cup which has Vodafone. What, yeah, it was Vodafone at the time. That in the advertisement, first advertisement, because the product is about uh, the household thing, about food, and she's there as a kind of housewife. So she has a different auras avatar there. But while here she is a contestant of Big Boss, and that's why she is in a different form altogether. Okay, so you can see the characters also. Similarly, like in movies, this was the, I don't remember the name of the movie, but you can see the product here, Tide. This is Rajpal Yadav who is washing the clothes, and in the entire movie, if you have noticed, majority of the characters are wearing white clothes, and most of the characters are wearing white clothes. Their clothes are uh, very well picked up and very clear. Okay, so that is a kind of implication that they are creating, that because these people are using this particular product, their clothes are so clean and so white. Okay, so this is a strategic use of the screen, okay, where it is not actually an advertisement, but it is an advertisement. Okay, and it is connected with the positive characters, so we take it positively. So now, as I said, that advertisement is basically a public announcement. It is for everyone, but it is created in a way that everyone feels that they are talking to me. Okay, so which is called placing you in the advertisement. Okay, that you feel that character is looking at me, or character is pointing at me, or character is talking to me. Okay, so that is very important because it creates the what we call connection with the reader, connection with the person who is watching the advertisement. For example, this is an advertisement of smokybeer.com. It is basically a sanctuary, okay, a beer sanctuary, and that is very interesting message here, that only you can prevent wildfires, and there is a beer, okay, and the beer is pointing at the reader. Okay, so primarily they are addressing to the people who are going to that sanctuary, and they have to be careful when they wander around in the sanctuary, that they don't throw something which can create problem in the sanctuary. So they are directly talking to the reader, but by using the beer, they also they're also giving the message that this sanctuary is about the bear, and you will be able to see them, and by being careful you will be able to help them better. Okay, so that happens in many other types of advertisements. We will see few more examples. So what is happening is that this is one of the most important features of advertisement, because you need to connect with your audience, you need to connect with your readers. The audience or reader feels that it is talking to himself or herself. We as a consumer are encouraged to see ourselves in advertisements. Okay, like we are encouraged to look at this advertisement, that this beer is talking to me. If we read this advertisement that way, there is one big you also, and there is a finger pointing at you. Okay, so if we see that advertisement that way, we will understand that they are talking to us. Yeah. So if you move forward, advertisement is a product of an ideology, and we are encouraged to participate in that ideology by actively decoding the advertisement. Okay, so now we are moving into what Barthes used to talk about. Okay, the basic idea of all the advertisements is consumerism. The bottom message of all the advertisements is you buy this product, consume this. Okay, though they are here in this particular advertisement, they are talking about preventing wildfires, but one of the hidden messages that you visit our sanctuary, and they are making money out of it. So that consumerism is the bottom ideology of all the advertisements, apart from many other ideologies. So if we accept this advertisement, if we accept the message of this advertisement, and if we understand the message, that is, we are communicating with this advertisement, we are participating in that ideology. So what is happening? Okay, advertisements tell us that you need this thing. Okay, you might think that, but I have a few things like that. Okay, so you don't buy at the first time. But then advertisements will tell you that everyone else has one. Okay, so then you realize that, oh, everybody is using it, so it must be a good product, it must be a better product. And then you think, oh, then I should have one because everybody else is having one. This is how it is called sunflower syndrome, that if majority of the people are using it, I should also use that product. So, and at the same time, by looking at the advertisement, we also think that by buying this product we will change our life. Okay, so this thing will change your life. This is also told by advertisements. We will see such adverts like in Fair and Lovely, or in many perfume advertisements, or in the cold drink advertisements. They always say that if you use this product, your life will be different. Okay. And then finally we will buy it. Okay, so this is a kind of circle. Once we buy it, and for some time, let's say for 1 year, 2 year, we use that product, then there will be a newer version of that product, or there will be another product which is even better. Okay, or which has even better advertisement, and they will again tell us that you need this thing, whatever you are using is outdated. So this circle will go on and on and on. Okay, and this is where the circle of consumerism will continue. Okay, so again, placing you in advertisement, I'll give you a few more things there. The aim of advertisement is to engage us by setting a puzzle for us to work out. Okay, so many a times they don't tell you everything. Okay, like in the previous advertisement, by looking at the advertisement, you may not understand that it is a kind of advertisement of a century. Okay, so it's a puzzle. You will have to find out the answer for it. So they, by putting a puzzle, they encourage us to participate in actively decoding their linguistic and visual signs. And if we enjoy that decoding activity, we will think that, oh, using this product will also be enjoyable. Okay, so this is a kind of circle, this is a kind of communication that they are creating. Okay. For example, this is one part of this is also advertisement. You can see here it is the advertisement of Sensodyne. But suppose I remove this logo and you just see this, you will think that what does it mean? This is called visual metaphor. Okay, like we use metaphors in the language. Okay, we say that your face is like moon, or your face is moon. Similarly, they are saying that if you eat chocobar, okay, so in chocobar, basically under the cover of the chocolate there will be ice cream. But if you have sensitive teeth, what they call, okay, then this ice cream will feel like nails and screws. That is, it will be painful to eat that ice cream because you have sensitive teeth. Okay, so they have put this thing only. So by looking at this, you think that why they are saying this. Okay, that if I eat ice cream, will something happen to me? So this is the kind of puzzle they have created for us. So they make use of signs, codes, and meats which are already in circulation, and ask us to recognize and enjoy them. Okay. Like many of us may have problem of sensitive, uh, say, teeth. By participating in the decoding process of these dominant ideological signs and meats, we tend to accept them instead of questioning them. We believe, yes, when I eat ice cream, there is a problem in my mouth. Okay, they are telling us that our teeth is the problem. Okay, and then they give the solution. Okay, that if you use this particular product, Sensodyne Repair and Protect, they say toothpaste that can actually repair sensitive teeth. And there is a photograph of a doctor, and there is a statement by the doctor, a quotation is given here, and you have a photograph, there is teeth, and you have a kind of symbol of genetics and all these things. Okay, now if you ask yourself a very simple question, that can something repair your teeth? Okay, Or can your teeth be sensitive? Okay. Normally the teeth are not sensitive part of your mouth. The gum, okay, what we call masure, they are basically the sensitive part. Okay, you cannot change the sensitivity of that. Okay, but they are saying that it will repair the teeth, not the teeth or gum. Okay, so this is where they are trying to tell us something which is not true, and we accept it because there is a photograph of a doctor. There is a kind of aura created that this is a scientifically researched advertisement. Okay, that whatever they are saying is scientifically true. If you ask a dentist that if he or she can repair the teeth, okay, there is only one therapy that they use those strings to adjust your teeth. That is the only repairing possible. Okay, the sensitivity cannot be solved by any way repairing the teeth. In that case, you'll have to uh, talk about the root of the teeth where it stands. Okay, so this is the difference that the advertisement is creating. We have to accept it. So how do we analyze the advertisement? What is the process? Okay, so first thing is we need to separate the advertisement from its environment. Okay, both spatial environment and temporal environment in which they exist. Spatial environment, let's say advertisement has come in the magazine, or the advertisement has come on the day of say uh, Mother's Day, for example. There is an advertisement on Mother's Day talking about the mother. So if you remove from that context and you see it in a different context, or uh, in a different way, okay, you will be able to understand or analyze the advertisement in a different way, in a way that is not dictated by the medium. For example, uh, this is my own Facebook page, uh, and on the timeline I can see two advertisements here. Okay, the first is about the Ganpat University Management Studies. The second one is Blue Star Inverter SEs. Okay, so I when I log in, okay, I will find certain advertisement on the sidebar of my what we call Facebook timeline. Okay, and everyone will find that if you are using social media, especially Facebook like things, but everybody will have different types of advertisements. Okay, and it will always remain on the top. Okay, fine. So the moment you log in, okay, the first thing below your login what we call frame, you will see the advertisements. Okay. Here you find all your notifications. So just below the notifications you have advertisements. Okay, so here what happens, that in order to analyze them, we need to carefully take them out of the context, take it away from the Facebook, put it somewhere else. We need to see them without the context or in a different context. Fine. So we will select one of them. In this case, the advertisement looks normal and natural because it is there. Okay, we feel that, oh, it's its place. Okay, it is normal, it is naturally there. Though as a Facebook user, we don't pay conscious attention to those advertisements, but visual memory of them will stay with us. Okay, we don't probably read it. If we don't need it, we don't probably read it, but we will remember that there was such advertisement, there was such picture there. Okay, so let's move forward in the analytical scheme. I have selected one of them. Okay, they have, Facebook has clearly mentioned here sponsored. That is, this Facebook is not responsible. Okay, fine. Now if we see this carefully, what do we see? There is a picture, there is a text, right? So first of all, we'll have to identify the visuals and linguistic sign used in the advertisement. So here we can see a picture of two girls, and they're holding a book in their hand. In the background, you can see the blurred image of the library. The logo of the university is here, okay, on the top, and it is on the corner of the timeline. Okay, this is very important. Even in magazine advertisements, where do you put your logo, where do you put your product's name is important. So the logo of the university is visible here. The course detail is mentioned on the picture. This is the advertisement for this course, management studies. And admission open and apply now. Admission open is here, apply now is here, are specifically mentioned in red boxes. Why red boxes? Okay, if you see in most of the channels, in most of the places, the what we call logo that asks you to do something, that logo or that particular button will be in red color. Why? Because red prompts you to take an action. Okay, and red has the maximum visibility. Okay, you can see the red color from the long distance in among all the other colors. Okay, so these particular things are used in the red color. Okay, and basically here, for example, they are saying apply now. Okay, so they haven't written, they have ordered you. This is an imperative sentence. Okay, so this is a kind of order given to you that if you are into this kind of studies, you want to study management, just apply. Okay, and just now. Okay, do it. They prompt you for an action. The university website is provided along with the text. Here you have text and the website. And let's move forward. The pictured girls are presented in modern attire. If you see the picture carefully, both the girls are wearing modern clothes. Okay, and they are looking at you. They are not looking at the book. So again, they are creating a direct link with the reader. Okay, the characters are there. They have a book in their hand, but they are not looking into the book. They are looking at the reader. They are looking at the person who is looking at the advertisement. So you become the participant of the gaze. Gaze is a very important concept whenever we talk about the what we call visual analysis. Okay, so gaze is how you look at the thing and how the things look back at you, and it will be very important even in cinema studies. So here, let's move forward. So this is the advertisement we have. I have enlarged it for our purposes. So now we will have to understand the science used in these advertisements. So what is the meaning of two girls? Okay. Why did they use two girls? Why not two boys? Or one girl and one boy? Or only one girl? Or only one boy? Or many girls? Or many boys? Or many boys and girls together? These are all possible paradigmatic options that the advertiser had, but they selected this specific combination, two girls. Why two girls? We say in English, two is a company, three is a crowd. So two girls means you will have a good companionship in the given uh, campus. They're using two girls, which also implies the modernity, modern education system and modern society. So if you believe in modernity, you will join us. This is the kind of invitation that they are giving. Okay, and if you see, the girls are also modern. If they use one boy and one girl, that is a couple, it may imply that the campus is more famous for the, say, lovers and, say, intergender or, say, cross gender friendship, okay, instead of studies. And that is one of the reasons that they preferred only single gender. Okay, if both the boys are used, then it will be considered a kind of masculine stand. Okay, that maybe girls are not very well welcomed in the uh, campus. Okay, that or there is more boys in the campus than the girls. Okay, so these are the different possibilities of the sign that you have chosen. The first sign is this: two girls, and it has the connotation that we believe in modernity, we believe in equality, and that's why the girls are there. They are independent. Even you can see that the girls are alone in the library, and they are not accompanied by their teachers. So they also talk about the independent learning. Okay, that you will be enabled enough that you can learn on your own. Okay, what do their attire and appearance mean? See, this girl is wearing a shirt. Okay, half sleeve shirt. This girl is wearing a sleeveless top. Okay, both are modern attires. Okay, they are not wearing any ornaments. Okay, not even bangles. Okay, there is no bindi or anything. Okay, their hair, one girl has open hair, one girl has combed in a very what we call non-traditional way. Okay, so that attire means that these girls are modern girls. The students in the campus mean that they are modern students. They're open-minded students. They're not traditional or traditional. They don't believe in traditional mentality. Okay, and above all, this particular course, management studies, is also a modern course. Okay, and it has a demand in modern world. Okay, and that is why they prefer to use the symbols of modernity in the image. Why are they looking at the reader and not in the book? So this is, again, as I said, they want to engage the reader. Okay, and they want to communicate the message with the reader. Okay, so reader becomes part of the discourse. Okay, why the blurred background of the library is important. Okay, instead of the background of the library, they could have used the background of canteen, or they could have used the background of campus. They could have used the background of classroom. They could have used the background of playground. Okay, but library means the university campus is resourceful. Okay, you will find innumerable books here which will help you to study better. Okay, classroom means it is traditional learning. Okay, so everything is happening in the campus is traditional learning. You come to classroom, you study in the classroom, you go home, which we don't like. So now we are talking about the advanced learning, that you go to the library, you do research on your own, you find out the area of your own interest, material for your interest, you read and discuss with your faculty. Okay, so this is where the library becomes important, that it is very, very resourceful. You will find the things that you like there in the library, and you can do it alone without the guidance of your faculty. And the book that she has in her hand is Marketing Research. The book's title is Marketing Research. So primarily management and marketing, like one of the important areas and one of the in demand area of management is marketing research. Plus this advertisement is also marketing. So they are creating a kind of iconicity with the advertisement, with the help of the book. What is the effect of lighting? I'll show you what is the effect of lighting. See, this is one possibility, and this is what they have used. Okay. If you look at this, okay, this is also a clear photo, but this means that it is pale. The campus is gloomy. The campus is darker, though the girls are smiling, but the lighting implies a negativity about the campus, about the masses, and that is why they prefer the fairer and brighter lighting. If you change different hues, you will find different connotations. So they use a positive connotation, that is the campus is illuminating. So illuminating has two meaning. Literally, there is good light in the campus. Illuminating, metaphorically, it will illuminate you. It will make you a person of wisdom. You will become a scholar in the campus. Okay. Oh, sorry. So, what is the myth with this photograph? If I ask you that which myth this particular advertisement creates, that why would somebody buy this particular advertisement, that is their idea. Okay, so here the myth is of modernity. I will discuss it. We have already seen this, so I'm not going into that discussion. Mhm. So how to deal with that myth? The myth here are, okay, and very important thing is why that advertisement is on social media. Okay, especially on Facebook. So Facebook has maximum reach in all the social media platforms. Plus, the modern generation, the young people are uh, there on Facebook. So they can decide on their own if they can see such an advertisement. Okay, so today, in today's world, the social media is one of the most important platforms to put forward your advertisements, your marketing. Okay, and people use social media very, very effectively. So now, which social myth this advertisements forms and depends on? So those myths are modernity. Second, educated, modern, open-minded youth. Third, education brings modernity. Fourth, gender equality. And fifth, affordable resources. Okay. So these five basic needs are presented subconsciously in a very what we call technical way, in a very tactical way in the advertisement. How? What are the codes that they are using? So picture of the girls imply that the campus believes in equality of gender. The girls' appearance imply that there are modern people at the campus. Independent outlook of the characters, which also imply that modern education system is independent education system. Whatever you can do independently will make more sense. Okay. Half sleeved and sleeveless tops, that is again a kind of modern attire. Plus it also implies the professional attire that people tend to use after they graduated from such courses. Open hair is again the modern sign. The girl with an open hair or the woman with an open hair implies that she is a modern woman. Okay. No ornaments. Okay, so that is again an implication of modernity and trendy look. Okay, that is you are trendy. You don't want to handle ornaments, and that's why you prefer yourself light. Okay. Female education is emphasized. Okay, because that is also part of our government initiatives, and they are making use of the resources. So if the resources are available, then you can make use of it. Okay, so they make the myth of the availability of resources that the students can use there. So what's happening there, whether this advertisement supports the myth or defy the myth? Obviously it supports the myth because they want to sell that service. Okay, the advertisers support the myth of modernity by using above mentioned codes. Above all the advertisements, the advertisement is placed on a social media page. This is very important, that social media, use of social media, that the university itself has a modern outlook, and that's why they are using a modern medium of advertising. They might be using the newspapers also, they might be using the pamphlets also, they might be using the posters and all the other things also, but they are using modern social media, makes them modernized campus, which means that possible consumers are active social media users. The medium of the Facebook itself a significant choice. Okay. That it reflects that they are modern, they are trendy, and they are not like in most of the our traditional belief of education is that these kind of social media will what we call diverse the minds of the students, and that's why most of the universities and schools uh, give advice that students should use social media in a very what we call a minimal manner so that it won't affect their education. But here they are putting it on social media, so they're kind of implying that we are fine with it and we will make better use of it. Okay. And we will teach you how to make better use of it. So what is happening here is uh, it's a kind of branding. They are creating a kind of philosophy for themselves, okay, for their own services and products. So this is a process that whichever product comes to the market, they will have to brand themselves. They will have to use different types of philosophies that I this is a modern product, this is a kind of artistic product, this is a kind of trendy product, this product gives best performance. So all these are considered under a kind of philosophy of the product. So branding talks about that philosophy. So branding also needs some specific names of the product. The name makes the product identifiable. If there is a name, you can identify. For example, HDFC Bank. Okay. This is a name. There are so many different banks. And plus the name becomes trendy. They could have used the full form of HDFC, but then it may not be memorable. Okay. So that's why they have simplified, they have made it they've used only the first letters so that people can easily identify it. Okay. They have used a particular logo which resembles a kind of management meeting. There is a table, there are chairs. Okay. So they are giving a kind of implication that we are professionals and we are here to help you professionally in your banking. Then differentiates the products branding and names, differentiates them from the other similar products. There are so many products in the market. We need to identify that which product is this. For example, if you see Swift, so they are emphasizing on the process. Swift means what? Something so Swift refers to speed. Swift refers to say a very good performance. Okay. So that's why they have also given the name related with it. Okay, that this process is Swift. Okay, it has a speed. Okay, and plus it differentiates it from other products. Okay, for example, we have companies like Maruti. Okay, so Maruti is also a name of Hanumanji, and that's why when you refer to Hanuman, let's say Maruti, okay, then you connect it with the kind of qualities that the name suggests. Okay, and those qualities you associate with the product. Then the branding highlights the major features of the product. For example, the name of the product is Head and Shoulder. So it implies the major features, that is what is the work of the product and what is the impact, that your head and shoulder will remain clean if you use this product. So the basic simple implication of the name is if you use the product, it will give you effect. Okay, your head and shoulder will remain clean forever. Naming also hints about the product's originality. Okay, like certain people use certain things use a very unique name. Okay, which implies that it is a very original product. It is a very what we call artistic product. Okay, For example, there is a product called Maserati. Okay. So Maserati is a very expensive um, product. Okay, they prepare cars and all. So now Maserati is a very unique name. So by looking at the name, you'll see, oh, it is something very unique, something very original. Similarly, the Movado watches, in their advertisement, you will see only watch and the name, and probably a character. Normally, Pet Empress was their brand ambassador. So that uniqueness, that originality, is implied by the name itself. For example, we have this product Mochi. So Mochi means cobbler. Okay. So they associate that product with the um, older system, and older system also means authenticity. The way cobbler used the authentic material to make shoes. Okay, these are the modern day cobblers, and they will use the authentic material, creative things. Because in case of, if you have done that, if you go to cobbler to make your shoes, you can ask the cobbler the kind of shoes you want, the kind of design you want, and the cobbler will prepare for you. Okay, so it will be according to your style, your requirement. So same thing is implied here, that we are the Mochi of modern day, we are the cobblers of the modern day. So we will give you the style of your choice, we will give you the artistic designs of your choice, and we will give you the authentic material, the originality. And all the different names that is selected will affect different uh, aspects of the product. And that is logo also. For example, the Ganpat University logo, if you see, there is a tagline, the motto of the logo, Vidyaya Samajotkarshaha. That is, we will improve the society with the help of knowledge. So that is their philosophy. And you can see there is this picture which resembles, in a way, to a book, and there is around here which that someone is reading the book. That is one implication. Okay, then you can see it as, say, there are two different types of trees, and from that tree you can see a moon. Okay, so you can reach the moon by meeting here. And there is little iconicity with the Ganesh ji also. Okay, so this is how they are using the image with multiple implications. So this is called branding. It's a process of giving identity to one's product. As you can see in this logo, Ganpat University, that branding and logo is going hand in hand. That they create the logo, plus they put their underlying philosophy with the logo. Similarly, if you have seen the logo of JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University, okay, so it resembles the petals of lotus. Okay, oh sorry, petals of rose. Okay, so Jawaharlal Nehru used to like roses, and because of that reason, similar iconicity was created. There is a motto below the name, which is the most important part of the branding. It talks about the product's philosophy. So whenever you look at the product or its logo, go what is there, find out what is their underlying philosophy. It is very important. Okay, and once you can find out it, you can find a lot of things about the products and how they are advertising the product. So logo is basically a short form of logo grips. Okay, okay, you can see here, these are all the logos of vehicles. And what is common to all? They are all using some forms of round, because round implies wheel, round implies moving forward. And with the round, they will add their names or some pictures they want to use. Like say in Skoda, you can see there is a wing, an arrow that is moving forward, and there is a freedom, wings, uh, give the connotation of freedom. Or here in this and this, you can see the shields which imply the royalty. Okay. Audi, by using these four circles, they're also implying a type of what we call wing. Okay. Then in case of this Honda, you can see a kind of road. Okay. So all these are suggestive of moving forward. All these are suggesting of improving the speed of your life. Okay. So logos are these pictorial counterpart of your brand name. Just by looking at the logo, you can identify the product. I'm sure you can identify all of these products. This is Lacoste. I forgot it, but Lancaster most probably. This is Chevrolet. This is Volkswagen. This is Nissan. This is Skoda. Okay. This is Audi, Honda, Ford. Okay. So all these are different types of logos that we are using, we are seeing every day. Have you seen this logo before? This is the name of the product of Sony, Sony Vaio. Now this logo is created in a very, very logical way. Okay. Because this is a kind of what we call change in the kind of production that the Sony company used to make. Okay. It was a move in technology moving forward. And we normally, what happens that when we are looking at the pictures, we normally read the picture from left to right. Okay. That is, we start from left and then we move to the right. Okay. Because our writing system is left to right. Okay. So we are literate, and literacy taught us that we will have to see things from left to right. Okay. So it is called left to right bias in visual semiotics. So what is happening in this case, that there are two parts. Okay. This Sony Vaio product was actually created. This was its first digital product. Okay. So it is Sony company's move from analog to digital. So you can see the iconicity that this V and A is iconic to analog, and I and O is iconic to digital. In digital technology, we use 1 and 0 binary digits to create the meaning, while analog was based on this kind of waves. Okay. So they have used it so well. Okay. Like by looking at the product itself or the logo of the product itself, we know that they are talking about two different forms of technology. Okay. So it's a leap in the technology. Okay, these are some exercises that we have. I hope it made sense. I have done it a little fast today so that we get more time. You have a lot of questions. I can see that there are a lot of messages there. Okay, I'll just go through the comments and respond.